Hello guys, Tudito here once again with another PoE2 Spectre video. This time around I will showcase my Spectre build in the end game, and I will showcase one map, one tier 15 map with a boss, and maybe after that also Kulemak Invitation, just to showcase how it works. And I will also show you my take on the Infernalist end game and how did I choose my defensive layers and everything else, because most of the things minion related is pretty much similar to other build guides that you might see or build videos and so on. So this is my character, is a level 91 Infernalist in Rise of the Abyssal League. I haven't played a whole lot on this character, mostly I've done testing on this one, because as you might know I did a lot of basic videos for the new Spectres and the Abyss Spectres. So the main idea with this build was to get life stacking, as much life as I can possibly get on this, and also armor stacking, as much armor as I can get, and also the armor applies to elemental resistances, because I think this is a very powerful thing, especially on Infernalist. You will be able to take a lot of punishment without having to I don't know, die basically. I am way more tanky than in previous league because of this, and I will show you the passive tree soon. I also have like 83 recovery per second, life recovery per second. I have 2.8k life, but I'm showing here the reserve life in below because I want to see my entire life over here. By the way, if you guys don't know this, there is like where is it in the interface? I think you can check something here. Let me see. This one, hide life and mana reservation, and this will show you like this. It will not show you where is it again? It will not show you like this. So it will show you a full bar, and then it tells you that the life is reserved. Okay, enough with that. Now on the passive tree. The passive tree looks like this. I'll show the ascendancies afterwards. I went for this first of all I went through this. I picked up the nodes here, not the ones with minions revive faster. These ones I picked up only later because I'm using tech rod on one of my minions. I will explain later. Then I picked up also this part over here. Then I went here, I went on the spirit, I got Lord of Horrors, Right Hand of Darkness as well. At some point I picked up the intelligence as well. Then I went all the way down here. This I need to respect this point here. I went all the way down here and picked up these nodes. I'm not picking up the white bear here, even though it gives you very nice block chance, because it reduces my armor and I don't want that. I picked up this one for the armor, because it increases armor from the body armor, and also the ones from the shield. Then I picked up these nodes here for the minions, and I went down, I picked up the projectile bulwark and picked up these nodes, and I'm about to pick up all of these over here. So in terms of ascendancy points, I went for Altered Flesh, which is very nice. So this one is a very nice defensive option. If you plan to play an Infernalist in Hardcore SSF or Hardcore itself, I really suggest you go, I mean you will go to this because you will need the Beard's Will anyway. But this one, together with the armor stuff that I'm doing with the armor applies to elemental damage, in case you guys didn't know, this can overcap. So if it goes above 100%, it goes above 100% in here as well, as you can see. So armor, I have a 7.8k armor, and applies to fire damage is actually over that. It's like 200 something percent if you do the math here, because I also anointed hit proof. So it's very nice. You will see that I'm very tanky. I can take a lot of punishment, and yeah. Here we are taking Beard's Will because we are also stacking a lot of life, so we get spirit. I have 451 spirit with not so great gear, by the way. Okay, I sold something for 2 divines apparently. And I took life instead of anything else. I don't want the energy shield, I don't want max mana, and I don't want anything out of these. However, this build still has potential to respect these 2 points and respect the Loyal Hellhound and go for the Searing Body, but that is a totally different build, which requires you to stay on high Infernal Flame. So I'm not gonna delve into that, since that is not part of this build. Okay, so this build, what do I do with this build? I'm using two Spectres. I'm using the Gargantuan Wasp, and I'm using also the Frozen Mandibles, and I'll show you how. Let me just rearrange something here. Let me have it here, and let's move the reverse down here. So the main purpose of this build is you want zoo. So you want a lot of minions because we are using master on both our carries. I have 3 Frozen Mandibles and 3 Gargantuan Wasps. I will show you what gems I use there. For these ones, the gems do not matter that much. You will have a PoE2DB, not PoE2DB, sorry, POB link in the description. Maybe if someone wants, I can make like a written guide of some sort, but it's a pretty straightforward build. Of course, we are using raise shield for because we are using a shield. Then the Frozen Mandibles. The way I'm linking these is Feeding Frenzy, Master, Brutality, because we are not dealing any other elemental damage or chaos damage, Impale, and Impact Shockwave, which you will change for Heavy Swing when you're bossing, when you're doing pinnacle bosses. You don't even, on normal maps, you don't even need to change this one, you don't care. Impale is very nice. Everybody else that hits my warriors, the Infernal Hound, the Gargantuan Wasp, the Sniper, the Brute, and River will consume the Impales. So it's very nice to have Impact Shockwave as well, and Impale is an extra damage for everyone that gets basically hit while they have an Impale. And this one deals like a lot of damage. They have, wait up. Did I mess it up? I did mess it up. Okay, one moment. That's fine now. They have a lot of damage. I'll show it when I have them. For now they are being silenced because they are very loud. And for the Gargantuan Wasp, I'm using Feeding Frenzy, Master, Rapid Attacks, and I'm using Infernal Legion 3, which makes them die pretty fast, and Takeout's Revenge. Takeout's Revenge, what does, as it's written over here, the minions will die, but only 10 seconds after the life is reduced to 0. And when this happens, they gain Soul Eater, and then they also gain 20% increased attack and cast speed. So this one makes them very, very nice, and whenever you're fighting like very high density maps or Abyss or Breach or Simulacrum even or something like that, they will become very, very strong, and they clear very well with the Infernal Legion, even though I'm not scaling Infernal Legion very much. I don't even have a curse, for example, but they hit very hard when they have Soul Eater, and they eat up a lot of souls. You will see in the map and in the boss fight when I'm gonna do it. Okay, and then you want one of everything, like one skeletal sniper, which by the way I'm using with gamble shot. I don't know, I removed the gamble shot because I was doing some testing. Let's get the gamble shot in there. So this thing will basically consume impales and just hit enemies. I'm using a skeletal brute, which is mostly used only for the shattering roar. For the part of the shattering roar that I'm gonna show you here, we want intimidate. It's only for intimidate, so that's why I'm using Bidding 3, which will have 80% increased cooldown recovery rate for command skills. Then I'm using Magnified Area 2. I don't care about less area damage because obviously we don't scale his damage. And then we have prolonged duration, so it will last longer. This has, where was it? Intimidate has a base duration of 4 seconds, so it will be a bit longer, like 5.5 seconds or something like that. Then we have the Storm Mage with the regular setup with Overcharge, Shock, Stormfire, and Shock Conduction. And we have a Cleric with Rapid Casting 2, Meat Shield, and Minion Mastery. I think you can do, I don't know, more on this, but it's not very required. Meat Shield is very good. Otherwise you can also do Brutus Brain if you want them to survive. I'm only doing one of them because I don't want them to heal these guys too much. So I want my Wasps to die fast. Then we are using Voltaic Mark with Single Out. This is my single source of breaking armor. I only need to use it on bosses, so I don't need to do in the passive tree. I don't need to go for Splintering Force because it's literally not needed. And then Pain Offering we are using with Brutus Brain, so it won't die. They don't deal damage, of course. Pain Offering doesn't deal damage, it's a buff. It won't die, And we are using Dance Macabre, Sacrificial Offering, and Prolonged Duration. So whenever we are impaling, I'm impaling the skeletal warriors. That's why I have 3 of them up. So I'm keeping my where is it? I'm picking my Frozen Mandibles on the second weapon set, and I have it on my mouse 4, so they don't make this sound all the time, like whenever they're casting this. Whenever they're casting this, I don't want in my hideout to do that, so I have it on weapon swap. On weapon swap, I'm doing 0 of them here. So whenever I'm in here and I'm doing, like, I don't know, I'm going to the shop over here and I grab my earnings to divinos. Thank you very much. I think I have 5 of them now. I'm not very rich. Yeah, this is the build. This is what I have, and let me show the inventory now. It's not special, by the way. By all means, it's not a very high-end build. I still have a lot of more pieces to get, so I'm gonna show you. The Rattling Scepter is a +4 and has a 150 spirit. No other damage mods on, only 30 int, of course. And I'm using the Primate Talisman in here. The helmet is, I would say, very good, especially for the build that I made here. This I crafted it myself, so I wanted to go for a +2 to level of all minion skills, and the armor applies to elemental damage. I think this one I hit tier 1. Everything else is pretty damn nice. I got a max roll on the life, I got the max roll on the increased armor. The rest I don't care. I didn't get resistances, but it's fine, and I did manage to corrupt it for 2 sockets, on which I will get Ralakesh. Maybe even now or after the video I will get Ralakesh, Talisman of Ralakesh, so we get more reservation efficiency. Armor is pretty similar. I'm using base with regenerate life. I think I was using this one just for quality of life, because I really wanted to regen life faster, so all the cheap damage that I take, I don't have to press the potion button. I'm also using one of Amanamu's case in here. I don't actually mind that I'm moving a bit slower, but I want more armor, so my tankiness goes up. The amulet is again not very good. I can do better on this one, because we don't have a spirit prefix, so I need to get spirit on the amulet as well, and the +3. That will be crafted, or bought, I have to see exactly. The rings are just chaos resist and other resistances I needed, and life. Same with this one, like resistances, life, chaos resist. Gloves are also armor applies to elemental damage, which is pretty nice. Some life, of course, and resistances. And then the belt, we have Darkness Enthroned with 89% increased effect of socketed items. You don't need more than this. You need like 84% to get 22% increased reservation. If you want 24% increased reservation, you have to pay like a fortune. Like you will pay a fortune for the Darkness Enthroned, and it's not worth it. It has to be over 100% increased effect, and it's literally not worth to do that. So if you want to buy this Darkness Enthroned, I would suggest you buy something 84% increased effect of socketed items and up. And then of course you have the Talisman of Ralakesh in here. So this gear will give me increased reservation efficiency for minion skills. That's why we can summon so many, and also the Frozen Mandibles as well. Of course, the boots, we have the Bones of Ruler. Ideally you want to look for something with high movement speed, and also something with more than 30% increased reservation, but it's very expensive. I'm not sure right now if it's very expensive or not. And the shield, once again, the shield also has the armor applies to elemental damage. It has some life. I wish I will get more on this one, so I still need to craft a better shield or purchase a better shield. So yeah, these ones are not that important. Life is of course pretty nice. The life flask, I need to quality it, by the way. I use the Stone Charm, I use a Towing Charm, and I'm using the Staunching Charm for the Consecrated Ground, which now I think I will change to something else, but yeah, not for this video. Then we have the Transcendent Mana Flask, which whatever. I'm not using a lot of mana on this build, by the way, guys. In the passive here, I'm not using any special jewels. I have only the ones for minions. Like minions deal increased damage and increased attack and cast speed. Damage taken, recoup taken, 3% of damage taken recoup as life is also nice. And I think all of my jewels are something of that sort. Like this one has, once again, damage taken recoup as life, increased damage for minions, increased attack speed for minions. I have another one here with the same increased damage and increased attack cast speed and so on. These are like not very expensive, so you can get something like this for quite cheap. Okay, let's look at the map. Let's quickly look at the map. It will be, I hope it won't be like a very long video. Where was I though? Where was I? I need to go to the sandstorm here, and I think I had like a crypt map with a lot of mechanics in here. Let's traverse and do this. So for this map, I'm not gonna showcase the entire map in here. I'm just gonna go on the, let's say, right side of the map. We keep going here. Okay, now I'm swapping the mandibles in as well. I have them like this. And yeah, basically this is the build. You're just chilling. You're just going.
Now.
You're just going. Let's go do the ritual a bit. As you can see, I'm pretty tanky. I can just stay in a corner and soak up some damage, some chip damage from the enemies. It's actually not a bad build in terms of defenses.
I will feast on your soul.
I'm not directing my minions usually. I just allow them to do whatever they please. I really like the Gargantuan Wasp, and by the way, Gargantuan Wasp is switchable with Plague Harvester because it's exactly the same mob. So you can get it starting from Act 2 Dreadnought. It's exactly the same mob with exactly the same stats. Okay, Abyss can kill me. So regardless of my tankiness, Abyss can still kill me, guys. I don't know. Abyss has some degens that are very, very nasty. Okay, now we actually got this with nice acceleration shine. I'm getting the tiered items usually. As you can see, I can take a lot of punishment, like I can play pretty aggressively. Even though I have only 2k life, right?
Good find.
So whoever is telling you that armor and life is really, really bad, they are disingenuous, because it's not that bad. Like, it's a lot better than what we had in the previous patch. Especially on Infernalist. What are the Thessalian Graves? Usually you can craft those types of items, by the way. Okay, let's finish this. By the way, if you are doing pain offering and you impale some of your skeletal warriors, sometimes what happens is that the timer will start, the reforming minion timer will start, and this will have no downtime, as you saw here. They died and then they just respawn back. Yeah, this was a rare monster. Researchers, I'm usually upgrading it. I'm using currency on it because it usually gives you back the currency. Yeah, you don't have to do a whole lot of things. Your minions are dealing with everything. Yeah, this one paid back. Did I get the greater exalted or what was that? Yeah. Okay, we get another one. Yeah, so what I really like about the Wasps, using them in tandem with Ants, of course, because Ants are still one of the best melee Spectres. If not the best, actually they are the best melee Spectres. Let's say it how it is. The Ants are the best in terms of melee. I really like using this because they don't get stuck. The flying Wasps do not get stuck. Okay, we have the boss fight. I am gonna stop the recording here after the boss fight, so it won't be like a very long video, but let's have a look. yeah, this is the damage on the boss fight. So yeah, this is the build. It does pretty much the same on the Kulemak Invitation. I would actually, I think I can go, right? I will be able to come back here. Let's go do a Kulemak Invitation quickly. I can come back and finish this after the recording. So let's go in the Well of Souls. I do have the keys on me, I guess. I think I have the keys on me. Oh man. Let me dump some of the stuff. I'll deal with these ones afterwards. Okay, let's jump into the Black Cathedral since we have a key. And this is not like a very hard fight, right? But at least you guys can see what's going on with the build on a pinnacle boss fight as well. Can we consider this a pinnacle boss fight? I don't know. I think it is, right? Okay, if you are annoyed with the sound that Mandibles are doing, usually weapon swap them out. And there's a bit of silence. Can you hear the silence, guys? There's silence now. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, I forgot about my mandibles. Yeah, the vessel goes down. Of course we'll do fully, right? We get a manamo. I don't know, I'm just... We get another Ramanamo. I'm not even sure if I'm doing this right on the... if I have to do something different there. Yeah. Ramanamo again. And then we fight the final boss as well.
Serve me, vessel of hate.
Okay.
Now choose your fate.
Let's fight him at full strength. I think now it will break down the arena in two, right? I hope he will be on this side. In this phase I died before, so I hope I won't die now. I died before because I got hit by some bullshit that I didn't see. Okay, he died actually. I got to take out revenge. Nice. Alright guys. This is the build. I'm not sure if I got some good loot in here. Oh, I got the belt as well. That's nice. I will check up the loot afterwards. This is the build. If you have any questions about it or you think it's something I need to change on it to make it even stronger. Of course, I need to get better gems on the frozen mandibles. I don't have a Dialas. I don't have like that thing that deals some chaos damage and then breaks armor. Maybe I'll implement that. I don't even know. But I just want to showcase that a build that is by all means not in the very end game, since I have level 18 and 19 on them as well, and I don't have the jewel that also gives +3 to the level of Spectre gems, is still doing anything in the game. Like you can do all of the bosses, you can do all of the maps. I usually don't care in what map I enter with what mods. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. It's not like a build guide of any sort, it's just a build showcase, so I can show you what I've been up to in the background while also recording the videos for the basic videos that we have on the period2spectrewiki.com and in the spreadsheet, of course. So that's me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Hit the like button and subscribe, by the way, you will get more content. Bye bye.